A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Ready? 20.
Back to throw, Newton. And his throw is incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Play action, it's Newton. Deep ball for Goodwin. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Marquise Goodwin, his 4th touchdown on the year. And Washington has taken a first-quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Wentz now to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young able to get him for a loss of about 3. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Another try after the first down sack. Wentz, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Damian Wilson in on the stop.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, here's Newton. He's going to air one out. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up third down.
I'm looking at this one with my defensive eyeglasses on because you remember the old days when a tight end saw a linebacker covering him and thought he had a mismatch? But the way they can run nowadays, not necessarily so. They gave it a shot downfield. That one incomplete.
Goodwin able to haul it in. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
First down, Washington.
Now it's Newton. Out to his left. That is incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Out of the gun, Newton. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
First down.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They fake the give. Newton. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. So now a fresh set of downs. 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. A shotgun snap for Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
2nd and 10. Newton again. Flushed out right. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Off-play action. Newton. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. How to get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
26, Miles.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Now Wentz on 3rd down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
This is taken at the 18. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, and it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Washington 7, Eagles 0.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. From the gun, Newton. Open man here, Sims complete. Touchdown, Washington.
Complete.
Steven Sims Jr., his first touchdown on the year. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
A nice-looking play to start the drive down the middle and complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
42-yard line.
Here's Wentz to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Montez Sweat able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Back at the 37-yard line.
Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control.
2nd and 4.
Second down and 4. Newton to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he goes out right around the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Escaping the pressure right, and incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Washington on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing is Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
Hey, 4 Tokyo. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Sanders on first down with a little bit of space as he works his way forward, a gain of 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
46-yard line.
Working from the gun, Wentz. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
20. Check, check.
Newton now to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Washington on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Give them 22 yards, and that's also where they snapped it from, the 22. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Aaron Jones hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And Washington is able to stretch their lead. And it is now 21-0.
Makes this Washington 21. Eagles nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. To throw is Wentz. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Instead of a 3rd-and-1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. but they'll get it back.
2nd down and 10.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
And 11.
An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. Throwing is Wentz. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Now Washington going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to...
And they get to Newton and take him down for the save. Now Washington going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses.
Brought down back at the 21-yard line.
So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
At the 39-yard line.
No. Shit. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Watch twist. 46 down, man. 5-4.
They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz, and he finds his tight end. It's Ertz, and he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations. but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They go right back to him for 20 and a first. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz.
Wentz is intercepted yet again.
Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Javon Hargrave there on the stop.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They'll go again to Jones. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He was brought down by.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10. At their own 38-yard line.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their 38.
And from the shotgun, he'll throw.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points. And the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. Now Wentz. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. Chase Young able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. To try again after the sack. Wentz under pressure again, and down he goes again. Montez Sweat, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Makes this Washington 28, Eagles nothing.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership...
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 28. And he will bring this one back. It is a pick six for a Washington touchdown. Make it back-to-back weeks now with a pick six for him. He had one a week ago.
Talk about being in the groove, and what are the odds of what we're seeing right here? You don't see it happen very often. Listen, if you get a pick six in a season,